there we go. All right, I believe we're being, yeah, we're good to go here. Right. Oh, there we go. All right, I believe we're being, there we go. Okay. All right, so for anyone that's watching this, you can get my music. Actually, I'll put it right in the chat, just so people are ready to go on the live stream. Tina's music. .ca/Sunday ukulele. Now I chose this one, like I said, one of the reasons was to give you guys another different style of music to play on your ukulele that still involves finger picking, but I also wanted to choose one that had some different chords in it that might be a little bit, off the beaten path a little bit for some people, so we can work on it and see how it goes. Okay, so now I just want to make sure, has everyone had a chance to take a look at I'm going to put it up on the screen. I'm going to play it slowly and then I'll put it up on the screen, but I'll just make sure. Oh, there we go. Okay. Wanted to make sure I was ready to go with my phone there. There, okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is slowly play the song. I tried it on a high G tuned ukulele, as well as a my regular low 4 ukulele. Either one seemed okay to me, but it's something where, like, if you've got both, try playing them on both, right? All right, I'm just gonna turn a little bit so I can play this. My hands are cold, so I've got to play it slow. All right, so you're gonna have a strum, and then what I've done there's 2 pages. One is introducing chords. The other one is using the idea of the full plant to figure out what we're going to be playing. So. Oops. And then you're going to go to your next chord. So it's pretty slow, right? Right now. And back to your F sharp 7. Some of these fingerings are funky, right? And so it's just the intro. After that comes in strumming. I'm going to move my camera down so you guys can actually watch my hands. I just realized that you couldn't see my hands there. Okay, so that's just a quick run through slowly of the song. But what we're going to do to start is just go through the chords and just start to feel them. See where they are on your ukulele. So that's going to be your first thing. And then what we can do is talk about the shapes, find out what works for you guys, what doesn't. Check out questions.
What page are we using first?
I'm using the first page.
That intro.
Yeah. So the intro, the first one where I'm talking about, like, I've just got the chords, and I talk about find common or nearly related fingerings or familiar chords. Okay, so what I'm going to do is talk about it, and then we'll go back. I'll show you my hands while I play these chords. We'll go back and forth a little bit. So the first one, B with a little M, is B minor. Right? Now I've got the two dots there, right, for barring across strings 1, 2, 3, with a finger on the 4th fret. As we go along, you'll notice as we pick that we only use that 4th fret, or sorry, the 4th string, 4th fret, in the strum at the beginning. So if you wind up feeling like you've got to lift your hand and just bar or play strings 1, 2, 3, that's okay. So there's always ways to adapt this. So what I don't want you to do is look at the chords and say, oh my gosh, I can't play these. Don't worry about it. Okay, F sharp 7. Do you see how I did like a little circle around that little triangular shape there? Okay. I wanted to point that out because it's a bit like if you find the triangular shape, I find for myself, if you find that little triangular shape and lay your fingers with that, sometimes it makes it a little bit easier to make an unfamiliar chord. So where I've got my mouse on the 2nd string there, that's where your index finger would go. Okay. And then on string 1, I'd put my baby finger down there. String 1, fret 4. And then my ring finger on string 3. Then once I get that triangle done, then I toss my middle finger down on string 4. With this one, because there's no strumming, you can lay down your fingers as you need them, which is awfully nice. Now there I am. I've got my middle finger on string 4. Then what I can do is shift that middle finger back to make the A chord, which is a more familiar chord for most of us at this point that have been hanging out with me here, right? So you've got your middle finger on string 4 of the A chord, index finger on string 3, right? First finger. Okay, well, you can shift it up. Now what I should have done, let's draw a little line here. There we go. For barring that E7. Now, true confession, in the picking pattern for Hotel California, you don't use the 4th string of the E7 chord in this shape. And if you say to yourself, well, you know what? I don't like that E7 bar chord. I want to use the E7 that I already know and I've memorized. That's okay. Do it. It's all right. But it's good to try these different shapes. So if you bar across that 2nd fret, you can go to the 4th string if you want. I often find a 3-string bar chord is a little bit easier. So we've got that. Now, take a look at that 2nd line there, where you've got the G chord. You already had your pointer finger, probably on that string 3, fret 2 on the E7. You might feel like you just want to bar right across, like keep that bar down to make that G chord. Okay, so this is where I like to go through and look at the chords and see, okay, what could I do with this? How could I play this? What's this? Oh, Victoria. Hello, Victoria. She's watching from her holidays in Spain on YouTube. I hope you're having a great time in Spain. You can't see the PDF, but you'll try to keep up. Okay, have fun, Victoria. So here we are. We are on our G chord. Maybe we're barring it. And then we just shift to a full bar on the D chord. In this one, we are going to use the 4th string. So you're probably going to want to keep that in mind. And then E minor 7 is nice. A lot of us have already played that chord, right? So it looks like a G chord without the ring finger. And then we're back to that F sharp 7. And again, in that progression, you can just lay down your fingers as you need them. Okay, so don't feel like you've got to plop down all your fingers for that F sharp 7 right away. But looking at the picking pattern that's coming, you know how I said lay down that triangle and then put down your ring finger? You may want to lay down the fourth string first, looking at it, because that's the first note you hit. So you may want to shift your thoughts about that. And just try the F sharp 7, and let's switch gears. Lay down your middle finger on the fourth string first. Yeah, right on. And then lay down the fingers according to the string. So middle finger on the fourth string, ring finger on the third string, then go to your pointer finger on the second string, and then your baby finger on the first string. And that lays the fingers down in the order you use them for the song. Oh, that's pretty handy, hey? So you can just kind of relax, you know? And then you can just take your time. Oh, I like that. Okay, that's the way you lay down your fingers for a chord can often make or break your relaxation level with it, right? And when you're picking, you can just relax. Okay, so that's the step 1, right? Look at the chords, find common or nearly related fingerings and familiar chords. Okay, well, who here has played just going to take a look at your pictures here. Who here has played that F sharp 7 in that shape before? Nice, right on. Good, so you're a bit familiar with it. Nice. What about the B minor bar chord? Yeah, okay, good. Hey, there's some new people here, by the way, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, Kat, I gotta know, do you have a pet cat on top of having the name Kat?
I do.
You do? Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. I want to talk about cats for a minute. You have a cat? How many cats do you have?
2 cats.
I've got 2 cats too, and a dog. I think Nico was in here a while ago. Pets are great, aren't they? They're so good to have. All right, just a reverential moment for our furry friends. Oh, I got to tell you guys something too before we carry on with the picking. Okay, just see my my new coffee mug. Ren sent it to me, and it comes with a warmer, so I can sit in here in my studio and my coffee will stay warm. I know, right? That's so nice. I'm so happy. So I gotta say, Ren, thank you so much. She's gonna be watching the stream after. She's on the road right now, but I wanted her to see I was using her mug right away. Oh, so nice. Okay, now picking patterns, you guys. Don't worry about chords right now. We're just gonna practice some picking patterns. Okay. Now I do have it written down at the bottom of the first page of the PDF, but just let all that go right now. Okay, just follow me. Okay, because if you're new to doing this, Kat, I'm not sure if you've done this sort of stuff before, but I want you to think about the full plant idea where you got your thumb on your fourth string, index on your third, middle on your second, ring on your fourth. Okay. Yeah. Just try doing that first. Everyone just do the 4, 3, 2, 1. So just picking like this. And center yourself a little bit, right? We'll do one more. Okay, now we're going to mix it up. 3, 1, 2, 3. 3, 1, 2, 3. Do it again. 3. What I'm doing is I'm pulling out picking patterns from Hotel California. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now 2, 4, 3, 2. 2, 4, 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 2. One more. 2, 4, 3, 2. The next one. Oh, there we go. The next one is going to be 4, 3, 2. So 4, 3. Do you hear that 4 rings out for an extra beat? 4, 3, 2, one more, 4, 3, 2, no, 2, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2. I've turned my ukulele like that so you can follow my hands just in case. Okay, a couple more times than that. 2, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2 again. 2, 1, 3, 2. Last one. 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2. So it's kind of dividing it into 2 string sets, 3 and 1, and then 4 and 2. 3, 1, 4, 2. Kat, I'm not sure where your picking is at, but if you find that it's tricky to use all these different fingers, don't worry about it. Okay, it'll come in time. If you wind up doing something like this, 3, 1, and use a thumb and a finger, that's a perfectly reasonable way to start. Okay, 3, 1, 4, 2. Let's go for it again. 3, 1, 4, 2 again, because I think I mixed it up. I'm not sure. Now the last one is 2, 1, 3. 2, 1, 3. 2, 1. Hear that 2 rings out? One more time. 2, 1, 3. We look deadly serious right now. Oh, it's hard for me to be really serious. Oh my gosh. All right. Now, what I want to do is we're going to work through that second page. I'm going to introduce it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to play through the first line, and then I'll share the first line because you've got little bits of the picking written out like I did with the classical piece, and a little tiny bit of tab. And I kind of sketched it out so there was a little block, right? Like there's a chord shape with the picking patterns and the tab that goes along with that chord shape. Now we all know that Hotel California is a lot faster than how we're playing it, right? But I want you to take it slow, and then we'll just, once you're confident with your picking, then you can build it up. All right, so okay, here's the first. You can see those little tiny lines there, right? And some erase marks too. All right, so I'm going to do the B minor. Now keep in mind, like I said, the only time you really need that 4th string is with that strum. But if you say to yourself, ay, 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 you know that 4th string is hard to reach, then just strum strings 3, 2, 1. Okay. I'll try to talk about different strategies too as we go along. Okay. So you could just strum those 3 strings, not the end of the world. Okay. So I'm going to go through lines 1, 2, 3, and then the tab, and then I'll check, see if anyone's got any questions. Okay. The dashes, you can see how it's lined up. I tried to line it up so it's all 4 beats together. So that's where the 1 with the 3 dashes is going to ring out for 4 beats in total. Each one is actually a group of 4/16th notes, but I'm not going to approach it like that right now, just nice and slow. Okay, so the B minor, here we go. See if you can bar those 3 strings, 4 if you need to, and reach that 4th fret on the 4th string, or just strum the highlighted part. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Strum, let it ring. Now pluck strings 3, 2. Next line is 3, 1, 2, 3. Now the first string, 2, 3, 4. I kind of screwed it up. I'm going to do those again. I was like, I mixed up my strings. Okay, here we go. Again, ready, go. Strum, let it ring. Now strings 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. String 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. The tab, you've got string 3, fret 2, which you're already covering. It rings out for 2 beats. And then I wrote it out as tab because you can see you've got the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. Now you're playing the 4th fret on string 3, and you can just pluck it together. Okay, I use 2 fingers, but you can use a thumb and a finger. You could strum it, whatever gets you there, okay? Now the handy thing in transitioning from that spot right there to the F sharp 7 chord is that note right there, that 4th fret on that 3rd string is right here on that F sharp 7. So it gives you a little bit of an anchor, hey? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move into that F sharp 7. I've already got my ring finger down on the 4th fret. I'm going to lay my middle finger down on that 4th string. And remember how I said you can just lay down your fingers as you go? Let's try that out. So string 4. We've already covered that 3rd string. Okay, index finger down on string 2. Well, that's kind of handy. I'm going to lay my baby finger down on string 1, that 4th fret, and cover that. Next line of picking. 2, 1, 3, 2. Now I'm just going to hold that 4th string note. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now we can shift our middle finger down to the 2nd fret to make that A chord. Okay. Here we go. String 4. 2, 1. Now what I did with this one, because I had a lot of tab to do, I just put the next line right here. Okay, it's just sitting right here. Okay, so let's play that string 4 and 2nd fret on string 1. Open, and then to the next line of written notes. So the 4 again. 4, 2, 1. Now to the next line of tab with the 1 on the 3rd string. 2. We're going to stop. We're going to play that first line again. Okay. And then we'll go on to that next line. How's the speed for you guys? Is it okay? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, good, because it's just a sight read right now, right? We're just going through it, and then we'll practice it a little bit. Then, the last 15 minutes of the session, we're going to review Blues Stay Away From Me. I want to connect with you guys and see how you're doing with that, too. All right, here we go. Back to the B minor at the beginning. All 4 strings, or if you want to borrow those 3 strings, either one's fine. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Strum. Pick 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The first string. 1, 2, 3. For a little bit of tab there, 3rd string, 2nd fret, and then 2 and 4 together. That transitions you to F sharp 7, string 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2. Now just the 4th string. 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shift down to your A. 4, 2, 1. Hit the tab. 2, 2. Oh, back to the numbers. 4, 2, 1. Now that last little bit of tab. 1, 2. You guys, I saw your fingers moving along with me. That looked good. Right on. Okay, next line. Let's see what other things we can find in common here. Okay, so we just came from the A with the 1, 2. I think. Well, this is the one where, although I've written down the full E7 shape like that, you really just need the first 3 strings. I'm just going to use the first 3 strings for this because it's all I need. Okay. 2. I'm going to bar, and then I'll use my baby finger on that 4th fret there, just so it's all covered. Okay, let's try this out. So we're lined up, got just that triangle shape going on here with strings 1, 2, 3. Let's try it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pluck string 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3 to your G chord. 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, as you get faster with this, you'll find that these two guys here, probably going to want to do it as a hammer-on. Okay. I stayed in my bar on the G chord. Did anyone else just stay in their bar? No? Okay, I'll just show you what I did. I just stayed right there, and all I did was I just shifted my finger down. I had my baby finger there, and then I just plopped it down to my ring finger. Okay. All right, now got to get that full-on D bar chord here. Okay, so bar across that 4th fret, baby finger on the 5th fret. Let's try that one out. Okay, string ready? Yeah, you guys are good. Okay, here we go. String 4. Start picking 2, 3, go. 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2. Next line. 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. How'd that go? It's looking good. We're looking so serious with this. Okay, let's play the next line, and then what I'll do is we'll go back to the top and we'll run through it. Okay, so now we've got to get from that D bar chord to the E minor 7. I'll show you how I move my fingers a little bit there, but basically I lift up my bar and I start placing my middle finger at the same time that I lift my bar. So that helps to avoid a lot of extra kind of shuffling noises between those two chords. Okay, we're on the E minor 7. Ready, go. 2, 1, 3. Next line. 1, 4, 3, 4. String 1, 1, 3, 2. Next line with the 4, 3, 2. I kind of sped it up because you guys were looking like you're doing okay there. I'm like, let's crank it up. Okay, now F sharp 7. Lay down your fingers as you need them. Ready? 4, 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 2. Baby finger in that 1st string, 4th fret. I'm watching your faces to see how you're doing. It looks okay. Okay, I'm going to scroll out a little bit so we can see more of the page at one time. I think I just heard my cat. Not sure. All right. Sip of coffee out of my new mug, and then we're going to play through the whole thing. Just remember, when you're moving from one chord to another, when you're picking, find ways to move comfortably because you don't have to lay down all the fingers at one time. Take your time and enjoy the movement of your hand as it goes across your fretboard. It's so cool. What a surprise to find a new coffee mug and delivered to my front door. So nice. All right, here we go. Pardon me. All right, on your B minor chord. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, hang on. This is very hard after a hug of sangria. Oh, Victoria, just take your time. Take your time. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. For B minor, strum. Now pick 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. Hang out on your 1st string now. 1, 2, 3, 4. String 3. That little pick with 2 and 4, which helps you get to your F sharp 7 chord. 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2. Now you're 4. You can relax here. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Shift to A. 4, 2, 1. Now some tab. 2, 2. Oh, back to your numbers. 4, 2, 1. Back to that tab. 1, oh, 2. Next line for E7. I'm just going to lay down what I need. 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 to G. 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 2. Another tab. Oh, 2, 2. Now to your D bar chord. Ready? 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. Hang on, I gotta scroll. E minor 7, ready? 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2. Okay, let's climb our way onto that F sharp 7. 4, 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then off you go, strumming the rest of the song that I haven't written up for you yet. I'll put down the chord chart for it on the website too, though. Now I want to stop sharing. I'm going to go through and play that so you can watch my hands and see how they move, okay? And clear my throat. Hang on, I'm going to mute myself. I'll have a little throat clear. There we go. All right, you guys have a little sip of coffee, or Victoria, have some more sangria, and I'll just sit and play the song again, nice and slow. A lot of people want to pick it really fast right away, and then they lose a bit of that rhythm, or their fingers aren't really comfortable with what they're doing. So we're just going to keep it slow, and it's in the same key that the Eagles do. So you should be able to follow along with them. Okay, here we go. You can see both my hands, and I'm going to look this way at my sheet music. And then, after I've done that, let's have questions or insights or whatever, because you guys might be playing the chords differently than me, or maybe you're using different fingering. I'm sitting there just with the whole full plant idea, but people don't always do that, and that's okay. Okay, so I've got my strum. Do you see how I alternated my fingers on this string here? I went 1, 2, 3, 3. Sometimes people double pick with the finger, and sometimes they alternate. Either way is fine. Okay, I'll hit that E7 again. One, 2, 3, 4. Oops, sorry, I mixed it up. Okay, so it was so much fun to play this thing. So play it slow, you'll start to feel that rhythm, like all those little lines that ring out. You want to have that because then you really start to feel it. You can play along. I can't put it on because I think there'll be a YouTube would be unhappy with me putting on the song, but you can play along with it once you get confident with it. But you can also turn down the speed on songs on YouTube. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but there's a little gear thing. Shirley is right on. Okay, so there's a little gear that shows up on videos. Press that, and you can turn it down from full speed to 75% to 50%. Sometimes it sounds weird when you do that, and sometimes it sounds okay. You don't know till you try, right? But yeah, take your time with it, right? And then slowly build up your speed as you go. So I want to check in with you guys. How's it feeling? What is the normal beats per minute for this song? Well, let's find out. Okay. Let me just take a little.
Can you play at full speed for us right now?
Let's find out. I'm getting mixed up. Oh, first timer and loving it. Pam, that's awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Okay, normal beats per minute for the song. Ooh, I think it's pretty fast, right? Because keep in mind, these are all eighth notes. I don't know if I can play it at full speed right now because I seem to keep mixing up the strings for some reason. But I'll try. I'll do it a couple times, okay? And then I'll do it kind of half speed and then see if I can swing at it full speed, okay? Sorry, I keep mixing up the 1 and the 3 for some reason today. I'll try it again. More coffee needed. Okay, a little slower. I don't think I can play it right now. My hands are too cold for some reason. Sorry, you guys. My hands are so cold in here. It's not working at the full speed. Put them in my armpits for a little bit while I'm talking. Yeah, I don't. My fingers are frozen today. What you're going to want to do when you get comfortable with it is you're going to want to just feel like a drum beat at the beginning of each set of 4 notes. Da, 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 da. I'm going to look up the beats per minute for Hotel California so we know what we're aiming for. Oh, it sounds great to you. I'm glad. Thank you. I'm like, oh. It was so nice, and I had the sun in here, and I don't have the heat on in my hands. I should have turned the heat on. My hands are frozen. Oh well. You know what happens?
Tina, I just looked it up and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Da, da, da. So 1.
Da, 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 da.
It's gonna be fast. Da, da.
Yes.
Yeah, but you have it slow, and then you're going to feel that syncopation within those 16th notes. This was a common issue for my students when I approached it as 16th notes at a fuller speed. They lost that that flow between the 16th notes and the 8th notes, which is why I'm approaching it this way, keeping it slower. My poor little fingers. I don't want to turn on the heat though. I'm going to be stubborn. Oh, spring! I don't want the heat on. Okay, let me check in with you guys. So, is it making sense the way it's written out, or do you need anything clarified? Because now's a perfect time to talk about that. By all means, I know we're live streaming, but feel free to unmute yourself and ask any question or any insights. Like, how's it feeling moving to that D bar chord from the G? Because that was the one where it felt kind of like a bit of a blip to me, getting to it. No, everything's okay. Let's play through it again, and I'll try to do a better job. Okay, I'll share the screen again. You know what? It's a good example of how if you make a boo-boo, the world doesn't actually end, right? Like it's all okay, So the number of boo-boos I make when I play, whatever, just keep playing. All right, here we go on the B minor, okay? We'll go at, how about a speed of like 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Strum, strings 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, first string, tab, 2, 2 and 4. Now climbing onto the F sharp 7, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, shift to A, 4, 2, 1, tab, 2, 2, O, 4, 2, 1, 2, O, 2, E7 with that bar, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, first string, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 G chord, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, tab, O, 2, 2, to D. Ready? 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay, hold on to that while I scroll. There we go. E minor 7. 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 3, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2. Climbing to F sharp 7. Ready? 4, 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we cranked up the speed there. How did it feel though? I think the thing that's messing me up too is I'm used to reading it as sheet music or tab, and I wrote it as just the fingerings. It's good for my brain. So I can see most you guys on here. How hands up for using just like a thumb. How many people are comfortable picking with their thumb? I could probably pick through the whole thing with my thumb. Yeah. What about thumb and a finger? I could do that. Thumb and one finger for sure. Thumb and 2 fingers. Yeah. Thumb and 3 fingers. Nice. You guys, that's awesome. Right on. Right on. And here's the thing. Like, so you're sitting there, you're playing it. I'll do a recording of myself playing it after I've like turned on the heat, warmed up my hands better. The way I play it with my fingering may not be the same way that you play it. And that's okay. It's if you get the rhythm going and you're comfortable moving between the chords. That's the thing. Okay.
Up at the top, the second one, just scroll. Yeah, the A. Okay, you play the 4-2-1, and then what do?
You go right over to the tab right next door. So this is step 1, then step 2 right here, tab next door.
Oh, you don't play this again.
You play 4,
4,
1, then hit that tab, and then 4, 2, 1 is the next step. I'm just writing the little steps there. It won't be on the sheet, but yeah. And then the final one is the 1, 0, 2 with that tab.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I had to squeeze it in like that because I didn't want it to be going way down the page. Because I didn't want it to be like 3 pages you guys have to look at.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand now.
Yeah, okay, right on. Now I think, is there any other one that's kind of that? A was the only one that I felt was kind of sketchy to look at. And then the G, I guess that G there, this step here is the final step, right? This
4.
Yeah, step 4 here. So I've tried to, yeah, there we go. I've tried to divide it so that each one has 4 steps, which is 4 beats, right? Each line is 4 beats there. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. All right, if we don't have questions about this one, then I'm gonna go and flip over to blues, Stay Away From Me. We'll just have a quick review of that one. Okay, because I've been playing blues, I think, just all weekend. I've just gone crazy with it. Pardon me. So first thing I want to do is connect with people. Any questions about blues, Stay Away From Me? Anything about how I was moving from picking to strumming? Or maybe I'll just go through, I'll play it, and then we'll check in. How about that? Now I'm going to put the music right up on my big screen here, so it'll look like I'm staring at you real hard while I'm playing. So just be prepared. It'll look kind of weird, but all right, I'm going to hit the intro. I'm going to do some sliding. I was going through and notating in my program everything I was doing, but I haven't put that up yet. All right, 1 and 2 and 2, 3, and I changed the last chord on the intro to stay on a C chord because I think it was more. I found another version of Blues Stay Away From Me, and I liked how it just stayed on C. So that's the only change that I'll have made, I think. Okay, so I'll start it again on the intro. Last 2 bars will be C. 1 and 2 and. Here's where I stay. So so much fun to play. So that version, remember how I said last week a lot of the bars where it's just the C chord sitting there and you can go like this? Or with thumbs and finger, whichever. I would pick the first 2 beats, boom, cha, and then strum, strum, strum. So that rhythm I tended to stay with was pick, pick, and as I was picking, I'd put my finger down for my C chord, and then I would just do a down, up, down. Just with my finger, nothing fancy. So just try that with me. I make my C chord as I'm going string 4, string 3, and then a down, up, down. That's it. I did add in slides. Do you guys remember how last week I said you could play the 2nd string open or the 4th fret on string 3? There's that spot where I would go O, O, 2, O, okay? And I wound up doing, quite often I'd do 4, O, 2, O, and I would slide up to the 4 from the 2 and hit the open. And sometimes I'd just play the 2. Other times I'd hammer on. Kat, if there are terms I'm talking about or techniques you're unsure about, just unmute and ask, okay? So just to do a quick clarification on that run, when I'm sliding from 2 to 4, I'm keeping my finger down on the fretboard, right? Like I'm still feeling that contact, and it's a quick slide from 2 to 4. And then to open, sometimes I pull off to open. It's pretty fun. When you're doing that pull off though on that internal string, when I say internal string, I mean it's not one of these outside guys. When I do that pull off, my finger tends to come up pretty. So it's like I'm lifting, like I'm doing a pull off, but I'm also making it a very, very tight kind of circle I'm doing there. So I'm not like picking that way so much as it's a really tiny little motion I'm making, but I am still picking that string. Same thing there. I tend to contract my finger a bit more. See my knuckles, like this knuckle here, it's a bit more contracted. Oops. And I'm trying to just make it so that it's a very controlled pull off, so I'm not hitting the string underneath it. All right, let me share that screen. and we'll go through. I'll play it as it's written, and then I'll go through it again and add stuff to it. And my hope for you guys is that, pardon me, that we all play it a little different and put a little bit of our own personality into it. So I'm going to change this, and I'm going to stay on my C chord. So I'll scribble that there. Scribble that too. Okay. So we're just going to stay on the C chord. Do the G7 if you want, because I was doing it, and then I just found other versions where I just wanted to stay on the C. So that, I mean, this is up to you guys, right? But I'm going to stay on the C for this. Okay, here we go for the intro. I'll count to 4 and then 2, and then we start. Pardon me. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 5, 3, 3, strum, strum, 3, 3, 1, 3, 0, 2, 0, 0, 2, 0, boom, strum, strum, keep strumming, da, 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 next line, picking, maybe strum, but I'm gonna stay with what we got. 0, 2, 0, 3, 2, 0, boom, cha, boom, next line with the F pinching. 2, 0, 2, 0, 3, 2, 0, back to the C with those open strings. Get ready to pinch strings 2 and 3. Pardon me, 2 and 4, and then 2 and 3. G7. 0, 0, 2, 0, 3, 2, 0, C chord. G7 with the 0 and 2. Next line, bar 17, pinch, string 3, and then 4, open. 0, 0, 2, 0, 3, 2, 0, and then our opens. Down, next line, bar 21. 2, 0, 2, 0, 3, 2, 0, C chord. 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 3, 3, 2, 0, on bar 27 there under the C. Now O's and 2's. After this, we're going back up to bar 5. Okay, ready? Here we go, and I'm going to do some strumming. Ready, go. Strum, strum, strum. 0, 0, 2, 0, slide 2, 0, pick, and some strumming. Pick. I do my C, C7 to my F on the next bar. There we go. 2, 0, 2, 0, 2 and 3, 2, 0, C. And now I'm going to strum. Done, G7. Do some strumming. Boom, chaka. C. Now I'm going to do some strumming. I'm going to strum my G7. Here we go. 3, 4, bar 17 under the C. Strum, strum, strum. 0, 0, 2, 0, 3, 2, 0, pick, and strum on your C. Pick. Now C to C7, F. 2, 0, 2, 0, 3, 2, 0, picking. Now strumming. Pick. Okay, this is where I'm just going to do dead stop. Right here is where I'm hitting the 4th fret on the 3rd string instead of that 1st string or 2nd string, okay? So I'm going to start that line again, and just know I'm going 4, 0, 4, 2 there, okay? Bar 21, back to the beginning of that line. Ready, go. 1, 1, 1, 2, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, 3, 2, 0, C, and strum. 4, 0, 4, 2, G7, here, strum, strum, strum. I'm gonna strum, boom, cha, bar 5. Hammer on, slide, pull off. Strum, strum, C, C7. Now hammer on, sorry, dead stop again, just so you know what's going on there. These guys that I've highlighted there on bar 12, I'm going to split them apart. I'm going to play string 2, and then string 4 as eighth notes, and then 2 and 3 as eighth notes. So I'm going to split them apart instead of pinching them like that. I'm going to play 2, 4, 2, 3. Do you guys hear that difference there? Splitting it into eighth notes. Okay, so I'm going to take it back just at the beginning of that line, okay? So we get that momentum going. Incidentally, what I did there, when I started that line, what I did was I strummed it, but I put my thumb on my first string, and sorry, my finger on my first string to mute it, and strummed with my thumb just down to the second string. Hear that? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Strumming, bum, 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 pick. Split those guys up. G7, 2, 2, 2. Bar 15. 17. 21. Ready? Hit that C chord and strum it like your life depends on it. Ah! Yes. All right. Oh, Kat, you've got to go. She may have already gone. Okay. Sounds like Kat was having a good time. Hey, hopefully we see her next week. That would be awesome. Okay, so that blues song, like I just kind of wanted to run through it and remind you guys a bit about some stuff that we've done. Also, because it's at the end of the live stream, if you want to just hit on that section there, it'll be easy to find. Questions? Or how did you guys play it? Did you add some strums in there? Are you able to get any strumming? No, I see some head shakes and some thumbs up. It can be tricky. Watch
I
me.
got high G and it doesn't work well.
Yeah, there's some things that work and some that don't. That's right. So it depends on the instrument you've got with you, right? All right.
Can you show, sorry, can you show us that you did turnarounds last time? Can you show us that again?
Absolutely. I see Rosemary's got a dinosaur on her iPhone. Do you guys see that? Rosemary, are you in Drumheller? Gotta know.
I'd hope you notice.
Are you in Drumheller?
Yes, I'm in the parking lot of the visitor center.
Oh my gosh, I love that dinosaur.
I know. He's right over the back of our camper.
Really? Looming over you?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Okay, let me pull up these turnarounds for just find it here. The study notes. There we go. Now I'll share the screen right away with these study notes. I can't believe it, you're in Drumheller. That's so awesome. I'm so glad you showed us a dinosaur. All right, here we go, the study notes. All right, so I'm going to focus on that first turnaround for bar 11 and 23, and I'm just going to sit and play through it, okay? So I'm just right here, okay? Those guys are. So I'm going to play my third string open to just kind of set me up. Boom, and then I'll probably just pick with 2 fingers, and I'm going to play the 3 and the O, 3 and 1, 3 and 2, and then single notes 3, 1, 2, 3, and do a little wiggle on it. And that would sound pretty nifty. I think I've got it written there, bar 11. And I'll try to throw it in there too, okay? So let's play that one again, and then we'll do the next turnaround, Okay, so here we go again on that first one that's got some highlights on it. I'll count us in. 1 and 2 and ready, go. And oh, 3 and oh, 3 and 1, 3 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You got 2 beats there. It's going to ring up for 2 beats because you can see up at the top there if you're looking at the notation. See how you got that that half note there? Okay. The counting for this would be 1 and 2 and 3. It's hard to make these little computer markers look decent. 2 and 3, 4. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Rhythm is identical for the next turnaround. Okay. So let's try the next turnaround. It starts again with that 3rd string open. Okay, so I'm just looking right here. 3rd string open, but we're going to have our fingers up high on the 2nd string, playing fret 6, 5, 4. Here we go. We'll do that one. 1, 2, ready, go. Oh, 6, 5, 4, 3, oh, 1, 2. And I'm going to put it together a little bit better now, okay? On that one again. Ready, go. Oh, 6, 5, 4, 3, oh, 1, 2. So it feels a little bit speedy there, hey? Hitting those the strings 1 and 2 together. Sorry, pardon me, 1 and 3 right here. What I do when I get to the 1st fret, I'm using my middle finger and my ring finger. The reason why I'm doing that is because maybe I feel like making a full G7 chord at the end, okay? And it allows me to shift into that. I'll show you what I mean by that. I'll play this together with you guys one more time, then I'll stop sharing. Okay, one more time on bar 6 there with that 2nd turnaround. Here we go. Oh, 6, 5, 4, 3, oh, 1, 2. Now I'm going to show you what that looks like. Just going to put it on the other screen so I don't feel like I'm staring at you guys all weird. So my head's going to be like this now. Here, okay, here we go, that 2nd turnaround. See, I'm just sliding my middle finger up there so I can go, if I want to, I can shift right into that. And you see how I'm wiggling my fingers? I'm getting that vibrato on all those notes. It's pretty fun to do if you can, but you can see how like I've kind of braced my hand a little bit there and I'm wiggling everything. It's pretty fun. Barb, does that help with hearing those turnarounds?
You also did it where you did it like a tremolo. 1, 2, 3. You know, you did it something like on the 3.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I took the, like, thinking about the, just that one there. Oh, sorry, 3, da, da. You can take it, you can play it like quarter notes, or you can split it up. That's what you're talking about. Where I was like, probably triplets. So what I was doing there was I had my 3 and my O, and I went, I'm playing with my thumb and my index finger. You could use one finger, you could use, you know, whatever works. But what I do is I go, oh, 3, oh, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, and then 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Thanks.
I love the triplet sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can do the same thing with the 6, 5, 4 too. Just pick pick a way that you want to do the triplets. So that way I was doing 606, right? So I was having the higher fretted number being played twice in the triplet, right? Probably just hit a single note on the last one. But maybe you want the low note. Hear how it sounds different? And that was where I was playing my third string open to start it. So with a triplet, because everything's a group of 3, right? I was going 06, 0, 05, 0, 04. Oh, the thing that screws people up with that is you've got those repeated open notes. 06, 0, 05, 0, 04, 0. And people feel like they're doing too many open notes. But just think about how it's got to be in groups of 3 for that. Oops. Or maybe you don't want the opens and you just want those notes. I just played the 6-5-4 and I just played each one twice. 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3. Decide on a sound that you like, that pleases you, and throw that in as your turnaround. That way, and then write notes, right? Like maybe you play it like a really simple one the first time where you're just plucking the notes as quarter notes, right? Boom, boom, boom. And then the next time you do them as triplets to tickle your ear, basically, right? Try different things. So I did record myself doing the whole shebang, and like I say, I was writing out all the sheet music so you could follow along with it. And then my week got away from me. But in the middle of my busyness, I've been going up in Bachelor Hills. Larry might remember where Bachelor is. Yeah, he does. Okay, so the park behind there, the grasslands. I've been going up in there a lot and going for walks in there, and man, it feels good. Hey, just get out in the flowers and the grasses, and it's good. Oh, you know what? I'm going to stop live streaming now, and I'm going to be good about the live stream this time. I'm like, thank you very much.